Okay, so we're going to do some examples involving weight and mass. We're going to look at our level of measurement, and then we're also going to look at the metric system. We'll do a couple of different types of problems dealing with this. First one is, let's say we wanted to subtract two quantities here. So this first quantity we have is something that weighs 45 pounds, 6 ounces. We want to subtract 26, something that weighs 26 pounds, 10 ounces. So we're going to find the difference. Now, the way we do this, we want to keep the units the way they are. We don't want to change it to all ounces or all pounds. Okay, actually kind of makes it a little bit tougher. So we can keep it this way. And we want our answer to be in X pounds, X ounces. Okay. So the way we do this is kind of set it up like we would almost subtract a mixed number in a way. Kind of think of it that way. You take your 45 pounds, 6 ounces. Oop, let me fix that. I should say 6 ounces. And we're going to subtract 26 pounds, 10 ounces. Now, we can subtract the pounds and the ounces separately. The only problem with this is, if we were to subtract the ounces the way they are, 6 minus 10 comes out to a negative 4. Now the problem is you can't have something that weighs, for example, 10 pounds, negative 4 ounces. That just doesn't make sense intuitively. So what we need to do here is we're going to do something called borrowing. Okay. So we don't have enough in the ounces for the first quantity here. So this usually happens when, if you look at the smaller quantity here, so in this case ounces, if the first one is smaller than the second and we're going to end up with a negative, we have to do this technique of borrowing. So we have not enough, so borrow. Now what do we mean by borrowing? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 pound away from the 45. We're going to take a pound away from the pounds and give it to the ounces. Now in order to do that, you're thinking, well, how do we do that? If you keep in mind, and I'll write off to the side, that 16 ounces equals 1 pound. Okay, so we're taking 1 pound away from the pounds, the 45 pounds, and we're going to add a pound to the 6 ounces. Which means, so we take 1 away, so we have 44 pounds. Now we're adding a pound, that pound that we took away, to the 6 ounces. Okay, but instead of adding 1 pound, we're going to add 16 ounces because 16 ounces equals 1 pound. So 6 plus 16 is 22. So this thing is 44 pounds and 22 ounces. And we're going to subtract 26 pounds, 10 ounces. And now we're going to end up with an answer that will make more sense. So in the ounces part, we do 22 minus 10 to get 12. And on the pounds, when we do 44 minus 26, we get 18. Okay, so that means the difference in these two weights, or these two quantities, is 18 pounds, 12 ounces.